Well, I want to get into your whole story.
Mm-hmm.
So, born and raised in Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah.
Now, you grew up primarily with your mom.
Only.
Because your mom and dad got divorced?
And 3 brothers.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what age did your mom and dad get divorced?
I guess like 1.
Oh, so you never really saw them married?
No, went over there for 2 weeks when I did meet him, and he was a fence for the Earl Flynn gang, which I joined.
Okay, so let's get to that. So, you grew up in the Herman Gardens?
Yes.
That was a housing project?
Yeah, it was a housing project.
Okay, so what was that like in the 70s?
Well, in the 70s, it was, well, let's put it this way, because I started as a toddler in the 60s, and it was nice, well kept. Everybody was working and doing the right thing, low income, of course, living in the housing projects. But then came Vietnam. And all the black men went to fight in Vietnam, and they all came back heroin addicted. And they all came back to the projects addicted to heroin, and within 2 years, it turned into one of the worst projects in the city of Detroit, most dangerous for sure. Indeed, we had to move 6 months after a man, a dope fiend, tried to sexually assault my mother. I use the word tried because we found him. And in the mist, in the bushes, he was a dope fiend. He fell over trying to have oral sex with my mom. And he fell out and had a German Luger that he shot and didn't work, but my brother's guns worked. So, yeah, we moved out shortly thereafter. That's how bad it was. My brothers used to have to walk my mother the 100 feet from our unit to the parking lot where her car was. It was that dangerous. She worked midnight. She'd leave at 10 p.m. And this one night that my brother didn't make it home in time, my brothers, that one night, she was assaulted, sexually assaulted. So it was tough, and all the guys coming back on heroin, or heroin as they like to call it properly, but everybody was hooked on heroin in the 70s.
Yeah, and I've heard heroin is really the worst drug. That will really make you do things that you otherwise would not do because you start to feel sick when you're away from it. I remember reading Dope Fiend by Donald Goines.
Mm-hmm.
Was that set in Detroit? Or?
Oh, yeah.
There you go. So the book started in a dope house where the main dealer was having women have sex with his German shepherds for a hit of heroin.
It happened in the crack era, too.
Yeah.
I know, guys. It was horrible.
Horrific.
Horrible. Horrible. They would tell those stories.
Exactly.
That's horrible.
Yeah. Just really degrading humans on a level that you just can't really even get your head around. Yeah.
Horrible.
Okay, so you're growing up in this.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, you start getting into crime yourself.
Yeah.
Like your first crime, how old were you?
10.
Okay.
Yeah. I was a thief. Me and my boys, we go and steal steaks. We'd pile them in front, pile them in back, because they were the most expensive food.
Okay.
And so we'd take them back to the projects and sell them steaks at half price. So we had folks in the projects eating steaks thanks to me.
I've never heard of this before. This is really a first in all the years.
Yeah,
we stole cars, jewelry.
We started with steaks.
Okay.
And then unfortunately moved up to the higher level and burglaries, purse snatching, and armed robberies. I never was a dope dealer. Maybe within 2 weeks or something we used to rob dope dealers and then sell the dope quickly, but never been a dope dealer. That didn't come in a big way into crack in the 80s. All my buddies got rich off of it, but not me.